Do you like car detailing? Please subscribe Wheeler Detailers. Hit the bell icon and watch all our videos. Wow.
So this is the DAP Xpel software. Here we go, front bumper. Here's Chris setting up the paint protection film into the summer plotter.
Also known as Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Or do you say Harry Potter? I don't know.
Well, this is actually, we discussed this in a previous video.
About wine, yeah.
Wine. I think it's Harry Potter.
I go with you.
So Chris is doing some test plots to see if everything cuts well. Sometimes you need to put in a new knife in the plotter, but it appears to work out fine. So, Chris is searching for some more patterns, probably.
I think the fender.
Or the flare on the door. So here the plotter is working. You can
see the lines, yeah.
Yeah, some close-ups. Works actually quite easy. Very usable and good to understand software to cut your PPF patterns. Here he's checking if all the lines are plotted well.
And don't cut through the lines, because then 3 meters of Xpel, poof.
That's an expensive mistake. Here Wouter is also helping Chris out to peel. This is also very exact, because you want to peel the correct stuff, because you want the patterns to stay on the backing.
And you don't want to make a mistake here, because that costs you a lot of time.
Yeah, you can now see the shapes already. So here we are upstairs in our detailing facility. Always before we start applying, we always make sure everything is super clean and dry. Everything, all edges will be degreased with IPA as well.
Mini Chris is helping.
Mini Chris is also again, yeah. This guy is probably growing up here. Very positive, by the way. So, all the shapes, you want to be sure everything is dry and degreased. So now we're putting the wheel covers on it, so we don't have any potential oxidation or sand or whatever conflicting with the PPF film. This is our PPF wall mount. It is like a plexiglass transportable compact wall, which we use to apply the PPF film on and then make it wet so it can hang on there for a couple of minutes. And it's really, we always put this PPF wall mount close to the car, so we have as less dust as possible on the self-adhesive layer, and which makes the end result much better, at least in our experiences it is. You also see Tint Chris wearing these spray booth overalls, which reduces static cling while you're working. So if you're using normal clothing, a t-shirt or hoodie or something, there's always this kind of potential dust going into the fibers of your clothing, and when you move, it goes out again.
Yeah, look at this hair.
Maybe you can actually make a close-up for the camera from that. Yeah. So
let me try.
maybe a lot of people don't know. And with these extra overalls, you really reduce dust and static cling. So that really helps. We've learned this tip from Arnoud. Thank you very much. Auto Care, and he's now located in Deventer. Used to be Enter. You can follow Arnoud from on Autocare Detailing Garage or autocaredetailing.nl, I think it actually is. And he also has his Instagram and Facebook sites. So if you love Porsches, you will probably love what Arnoud is and his team is working on.
What does the content of the bottle? It's not just water.
I didn't see which bottle. Is it the
Yeah,
IPA?
that one. Yeah, no, not IPA.
Demineralized water. So we always use that because it's got no calcium anymore. On a yellow color you don't see it so much, but if it's like hard water with a lot of calcium, then you on dark colors sometimes it can, when it dries, it can get a little bit like a white filmy shimmer, which is calcium. Yeah. This is why we use demineralized water. And I think in this one is Ape slip solution, which is a citrus-based slip solution, which gives a certain application time before you can touch it with the squeegee and before it really adheses, which makes the working more and more comfortable. And yeah, see here Chris using the demi water again to spray all the slip solution away. You see the white stuff?
Yeah, I see it.
Maybe you can zoom in on that part. Yeah.
And you have IPA, but if I'm told right, if you spray it, it cleave beter. IPA, so it's isopropyl alcohol, really improves the adhesion process. But we only use that on strong 3D deep shapes or edges where we 100% want to be sure that the adhesion goes to the max. And sometimes actually also, for example, on the edges or the inside of the front bumper, maybe you can make an insert of that in the video. We use an Xpel paint prep pen, which is a pen with a sort of a primer. And with the primer and the glue self-adhesive layer. But the Xpel prep pen is like a primer, which really ensures that the adhesion with the self-adhesive layer on the PPF film goes to the max and also fast. So this looks quite easy, but you have to be very, very precise to make sure you will cover the shape as perfect as possible. So this is Ronald from SSF.nl, and Ronald is our longtime friend also for applying window film. And he had a spot in his agenda or in his calendar, and everybody was on summer holiday back then, so I called Ronald, can you please help us out? He looks like he's on holiday.
He does look like I think he just was 1 or 2 days he was back again at this moment. So this is how you see how a professional does window film installing. And actually on the Supra, so there's like a large rear window and the small side windows left and right. I think he was done within, 1 hour and 15 minutes. And I tried it myself, not on this car, but some other cars as well. This would take me minimum half a day. And then probably I wasn't so happy with the result anyway, but this guy...
Quite good work.
Yeah.
Fast.
So he's shrinking the window film so he can put it in shape, with the shape of the rear window. And
Yeah, you can see the process with the squeegee, so all the crinkles, all the Z patterns will be squeegeed away. And then on the lower parts you will see some what they call fingers on the edges, and these fingers will be also with the heat gun and with the squeegee squeegeed out of the shape, so everything is nice and tight. Here he's cutting the edges. So we did some nice upgrades on the Supra, also really cool for the next owner who will enjoy it. So the full front is in the PPF, the fenders and the flares on the doors are in PPF, the headlights are in PPF, and all the back windows and side windows are tinted. And for the rest we don't do so much on it. At least we think this is a car somebody wants to purchase in as much OEM condition as it is. And we'll probably do some nice upgrades themselves, or some tuning or whatever. But we choose to keep it as original as it is, but with some nice, decent upgrades that everybody will love. So here he goes, from outside to inside. This is also very, very precise and exact work. His story, his parents used to have a car glass kind of company. So he more or less grew up with in the workshop disassembling doors and door panels from the inside, removing the glass, the whole up and down system, since he was a kid. And for him, window film application with that was like a normal choice. I think on this one is the SolarGuard, the Nero, the Nero 20%. So that means 80% heat and 20% light transmission. So and here Chris goes back again on the front of the bonnet.
The bikini kit.
Yeah, we call this a bikini cut, and this is like what we call a temporary solution, because the bonnet is wider than what our plotter is. So our plotter can plot until 1.52 m.
Yeah.
And the bonnet is wider, so we cannot plot unfortunately the correct patterns for the Supra. So this is why we chose to make a bikini cut ourselves. So we took some bulk material from the roll, and we completely perfected that and cut that around the bonnet, which I think was a good choice, because our goal with this car was to drive the Streetgasm Alpatec, which is actually very recommendable, and you can check out the 2022 photos on the streetgasm.com website. So very recommendable if you want to do a nice tour with a lot of petrol heads and car lovers, and come on the nicest places in the Alps and the Dolomites. Now, and actually on those kind of streets there was so much gravel and stone chips and whatever, so it was actually a perfect choice to have PPF the car, even if it's only a bikini cut. So Chris is not cutting on the edge, Chris is cutting through the film, and stays away approximately 0.5 centimeter from the edge, so the paint is not issued there. So now he's working with steam to heat it up, and that really helps to create some flexibility, that the film can easily be formed around the edge and have a nice position. Here you can see what he's doing with his fingers. Chris fought. Chris fought. Slam. So thank you very much for watching the PPF video and the window film video on the Supra and the back of us. Thank you very much Ronald from ssf.nl for helping us out with applying the window film on the Supra. Beautiful result. We really recommend everybody in this area, if you want a good window film install, let's connect with Ronald ssf.nl. Super nice guy, super good work and fast, super fast. Yeah, the PPF on the car, we use some patterns for the flares and for the fenders and for the front bumper. Unfortunately not on the bonnet, so that's where Chris chose the Bikini cut. It's not the most beautiful solution, but it was a very practical solution. Johnny is now showing a weird video actually, which is not recommendable to put on YouTube. But it's a good solution. We hope you also think we did some nice, decent upgrades to the Supra, and for the next owner, yeah, we'll be super happy with it. We've got 2 videos to go. One is to clean and dress up the whole engine bay, which is really needed. It's quite dirty. And the other one is to clean and preserve the interior, the compartment, the seats, the dash, the door panels, the carpets. So we're gonna make a full cleaning video from that as well. For the rest, he will probably think of something spontaneously, and you never know what that is. But most of the times it's super funny. So
let's see. Feel the pressure.
Feel the pressure. So. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you didn't do it already, please subscribe to the Wheeler Detailers YouTube channel. It helps us a lot. We just hit the 500 mark, so we're super thankful for that as well. Which is really motivating us to move on with other cool detailing content and car content. And we're already actually thinking about the next car, which is coming after the Supra is being sold. So more on that later. Bye bye, see you in the next video.
Bye bye.